Happy Tuesday, you guys. Hopefully everybody's having a great day so far. It is Tuesday, and I guess it's like technically a new week, right? Right after Memorial Day. Hopefully all y'all had a wonderful Memorial Day. We had some great weather here in Houston. It was gorgeous, and so hopefully everybody had a wonderful time. Oh, I forgot one more light. I was like, why does that not look right? There we are. There, I'm lit up. I was like, I looked a little dark. Hi, teacher. I did it good. Yay! Awesome. All right, I am linking all of the things. Hi! What's happening, y'all? Everybody good? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hello. Okay, here we go. I got the Facebook. There we are. Good stuff. Hi. What's up? Did y'all have a good weekend? What did you guys do? Anyone do anything fun? We did. We actually had a great weekend. We purchased a couple cars we needed to buy, and it was kind of expensive, but hey, we needed it. And then what else did we do? Enjoyed this gorgeous weather. Yes, I did enjoy Memorial Day. It was a nice little break, right? We all welcome that. I know we do. I do anyways. Hey Heidi, hey Rhonda, hi Sherry, hi Joan. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody. Hi Jennifer. Good to see everybody. It is like the final hurrah of the school year too, right? So my children I don't know if anyone that is watching and that is tuned in, are your kids out of school this week? Because my kids are done on Thursday, and I cannot believe how fast, hi Kirsten, how fast this school year went by. It was so crazy. It's crazy how fast, time flies and all of that. So the blends today will not be posted. So today you're going to have to tune in. You're going to have to stick around and watch and write them down. So forth. No board today. Ready to see Simpler? Oh my goodness. Yay, Julie. That's exciting. That's so fun. Yeah, Simpler's pretty gosh darn good this month. So I'm excited for you to see it as well. Yeah, we are. And oh my gosh, Shelly said she got a bag. That's exciting. Awesome. I love to hear that. Hi, Kathy. How's everybody doing? Your last one of 4 just graduated. Oh my goodness, Heidi. I officially on Thursday, I will have a senior and a 7th grader. So we got one that'll be on his way to college before too long, and then one that is going to be going into high school before too long, which is kind of crazy. So really, really crazy. Yes, you just got June Simpler today. I know. Okay, it is so good. Isn't it great? Lots of good stuff today. So here's what we're going to do. Hi, Tamika. How are you? Nikki says, I need all the things. I know. I need all the things too. We got some really great products that are on the website right now. Have you guys seen some stuff? Man, so good. Not this weekend, but next weekend, my oldest is getting married. That's exciting. Awesome. I love it. Yeah. So you know what, Rosanna, we're going to be doing a Simpler unboxing. So the Simpler unboxing is usually I think it's the second Monday in June this year. So the second Monday, and we're gonna unbox everything and talk about what's in there and all that. And it's pretty gosh darn good. So if you guys are slowly but surely starting to get those Simplers, I definitely love it. Still waiting on them to help. Okay, hopefully they'll get it to you soon. Definitely stay positive for sure. How pretty is this, right? This is matching my whole blue getup today. This is that Blue Bubbles. I'm still slightly obsessed with this. Hey, Alonda, how are you? Hi, Donna. How are you? School is out. Yep. Yeah, and it's turning that time of year, isn't it? So it's definitely, it's about to get crazy at my house, right? I always kind of joke, what simmering light is under this accent shade? So this is the Blue Bubbles. And I actually, this is that Capiche shell because I think it's gorgeous. But yeah, this launched on the last PZTV that we had. And I'm slightly obsessed with this. I'm going to pull this off of the base so y'all can see that close. I've been talking about this so much ever since it launched because it's just so gorgeous. I do too. I love it. And I love blue. Obviously I wear a lot of blue. Blue makes me happy. We also launched this little guy too. So lots of gorgeous new things. Hopefully, in case you are, just before I kind of dive into this, in case you are new and you haven't seen us before, welcome on in. I'm Beth Hanner, and I am live in here in the PZTV studio today. So it's definitely a great day, like as always. And so what we do here at Pink Zebra Home is we specialize in home fragrance. So if you're a lover of home fragrance, you are at the right spot, wherever you're watching from. I do have all the platforms linked up across the board. So I have, if you're watching from pinkzebrahome.com, you can watch and shop. If you're watching from the TikTok, which is a lot of you are, you can watch there. Or you can also watch from the Book of Faces. So lots of good stuff. Rhonda said she got this last week. Yeah, that Capiz shell is really gorgeous with it. It really is. Yes, I need that. It'll match perfect with the wine glass. Oh, you know what? Hey, Nikki, do we still have the wine bottle in there? Do you think? Do we have that wine bottle at all? I know we can't.
Yeah.
We do? Okay. Yeah. Somebody was just asking about it. I know it's not for sale, but they were asking what it would look like paired up with that blue. I think it'd be. Wouldn't it be gorgeous? I know they're just asking about it. It's a little dusty. Thank you for bringing it to me. I think this is gonna. I didn't even think about this until now. Look at this, you guys. All right, wait for it. Wait for it. Now you can do your oohs and ahs. That's right. All right, so this is actually an OG accent shade. Yes, absolutely. Isn't it pretty? I know. So if you have this wine bottle, definitely encourage you to purchase that Blue Bubbles. That is so pretty underneath of that. This wine bottle is a very nostalgic accent shade. You can see here it has the blue. So yeah, so it's not for sale. So I don't want you to think that it is for sale on the website, but it's actually very pretty. Thank you, Jill. Yes, you need the light. You have the wine bottle. There you go. Go grab you that light. There, now you can actually see what it looks like. That's so cute. You know what? This was one of the first accent shades my mother-in-law actually had. She still has this one. So definitely, what's that?
I still have mine.
You still have yours too? Yeah, well, now we have one in the studio. So definitely lots of prettiness going on. Yeah, you need it. Good. Okay, hey Tootie, how are you? Hi. Yolanda says she's got the wine bottle, so definitely lots of fun. I have the wine bottle with my turquoise crackle. Okay, the turquoise crackle was a really pretty one too, definitely. We have so many different accent shades and so many different simmering lights. I tell you what, there's just so many different things to choose from. What I have here in front of me, though, this was a little simmer pot that I feel like is so, speaking of blue, how beautiful is that? Hey, Sarah. Good to see you. I'm good, girl. Awesome. I'm doing really good. Hopefully you're doing good. Definitely a gorgeous. Aren't those fun? Fun for like the summer months. This was part of our collection that we just launched, the Seaside Escape, on the last show. The blue is amazing. I know. Doing better. That's good to hear, my girl. That's good to hear. So yeah, it's a very pretty, this has got actually 2 different shades of blue. So this one is available. I love that. That's like my favorite color, blue. I love that color. Available on the website. So if you're more of a simmer pot person, then definitely, we need to bring back the black bases. I agree with you. I don't have that capability to do so, Yolanda, but I do agree with you. I like the black bases a lot. I have a couple of those still in my my home. Hi, Melissa. How are you today? How are you? So did y'all have what did you guys do for the holiday? Hopefully everybody had a good holiday. Did you guys eat a burger? We talked about eating burgers, right? Eating burgers and all the things and the cookouts and really what the summer, it's kind of like the kickoff of summer. I always say Memorial Day is anyway. The kickoff of summer is here and all that kinds of stuff. So definitely lots of fun. Hi, Kara. How are you today? Good to see you. Yes, definitely going to be a good day. So, yeah, we went shopping for cars because that's, definitely was needed. And then we went to a pool party, which is always fun, right? Definitely lots of fun on Saturday and then laid low the rest of the weekend. Definitely, hopefully you all had a great holiday weekend. Tell me in the comments what you did. I just want to hear because I'm nosy. And then we're going to talk a little bit about vanilla. Well, thank you. We're talking about blue. Yes, we're talking about all the things. So I'm going to introduce your fragrance focus this week is vanilla. And vanilla is definitely, yeah, we did car shopping, Sandy. Yeah, we needed to. I didn't share this with y'all, but 3 weeks ago, I totaled my Camry. So I'm okay. I walked out of it. It was all good, but I needed to get a new car, and my husband was already in the market for a new car, so we did it all in one weekend. It was expensive, but we did it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about vanilla. Vanilla is our fragrance focus, and so here's where this kind of no, it's okay, it's all right. I'm really really grateful that I was able to walk out of it. It's just kind of been a pain in the butt. All right, so let's talk a little bit about vanilla. So vanilla is one of my favorites, and if you guys know that vanilla could go so many different ways, right? Vanilla can go so many different ways. What I love about vanilla is that, you can take it that bakery route. You can take it, hold on just a second. You can take it more of a perfumey route. It can go different ways. You would love some French vanilla. Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely a good fragrance. So what we're going to do is this week, we're really going to dive in today and tomorrow. We're going to dive into vanilla because then we got that vault show on Thursday that everybody loves. Because that's my favorite. You guys know that. So we're going to do that on Thursday and Friday. But vanilla, I'm going to give you some fun facts about it. The reason we're doing this behind the scent, behind the blend, is because then when you go to order this fragrance or you go to utilize that fragrance, let's say I want to purchase this, then I know why. There's a reason behind it, right? I know what the benefits are of using vanilla, and that's kind of what we've been doing as we've been talking about all these essential oils. It's been really fun, so hopefully you guys have loved it. So you're behind the blend with vanilla. I have a board over here too. That's what I'm reading off of. Obviously, your vanilla is warm, rich, sweet, creamy, and comforting, right? Definitely. Vanilla comes from the orchid plant, and it's native to Mexico, all right? And you know what's interesting about that? Who's a baker? Do I have any bakers up in here? Speaking of like things that you could do with it, I'll never forget this. Speaking of it coming from Mexico, my mother was gifted a bottle of vanilla. And if you are a baker, you're very well aware that we bake a lot with vanilla, especially when you're making sweets. It was from Mexico. It was a huge bottle, like great big bottle of vanilla that lasted her forever, right? Definitely, you're a baker. I love that. Yes, absolutely. So it's funny that, it says it's native to Mexico. That's where that vanilla came from. Today, it's primarily grown, though, in Madagascar, Indonesia, Tahiti, and Mexico. So 4 different main places where vanilla is grown, right? Lots of fun stuff. Vanilla beans grow in long pods, and they must be hand-pollinated and cured, okay? Making it one of the most labor-intensive crops. Okay, how about that? So hand-pollinated and cured. All right, vanilla, this is so fun. Vanilla orchids bloom for just 1 day, okay? And they must be pollinated within 12 hours. Talk about fleeting beauty, huh? How about that? You got that a few years ago. Yeah, a great vanilla. Yes, I know. It's so fun. But vanilla is definitely, that's a prime example about how you can take it and bake with it. But I'll tell you, what you're going to find as we start digging in is that it's in so many different fragrances and that you can go so many different ways with it with home fragrance, which is what I love about it. Obviously, you guys know I've talked until I am blue in the face about Vanilla Rose because I love that fragrance. It's gone, by the way. So, but we do have a body lotion, but side note. But it's a prime example of using vanilla as a perfume because it's a gorgeous, it's not a bakery. I don't feel like I'm putting cupcakes on my body, which, if you do, we have that option here at Pink Zebra. I just like more of the perfuming vanilla. Mexico and Tahiti, Judy said she gets it on cruises. It really is kind of a fun gift if you think about it, getting somebody some vanilla. Hey, Erlene, how are you? Good to see you today. I'm so glad that y'all are out here. Yeah, it is kind of fun to know. I know. Madagascar is the world's leading producer in vanilla. So it actually took lead over Mexico. Imagine walking through lush green vanilla farms. Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be so good. All right, pair your vanilla scented product, we could, with tropical travels. A lot of vanilla and coconut, definitely. We could go lots of places where it grows. Madagascar, Tahiti, Mexico, Veracruz. Typically places that are full of sun, spice, and exotic beauty is where you're going to find vanilla. All right, I'm going to give you some more fun facts as we kind of roll on. Today, I pulled in, I'm kind of loving these blues, right? So both of these simmer pots, but we're going to just do some blending and so forth. This is the Blue Bubbles simmering light. I'm going to shut this on and off so you guys can see it. I've been showing it ever since. Look at how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? Love it. Love it. So pretty. Even prettier lit up. So obviously comes with your choice of base. You either have white or you have wood grain. So it just depends on what you're out. Speaking of vacation, we're going to start off with a very, very awesome recipe. This is called Out at Sea. Out at Sea. So let me see here. We're going to pull this in. I'm going to pull in 3 different fragrances to blend with this. So Out at Sea has 3 different scents. So we got Sunshine Breeze, Sea Salt and Vanilla, and Coconut and Cotton. All right, so I'm going to talk about each one of these so you guys can kind of get an idea of why I pulled from these certain scent fragrance families and so forth. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, ask questions and so forth. You guys, this is a friendly fragrance area, friendly live and stuff. So you have questions, just ask. All right, so the first fragrance that I pulled out is Sea Salt and Vanilla. So this is going to be more of a clean vanilla, fresh vanilla. It's getting warm up there in Ohio. That's wonderful. Good. All right. So your notes in Sea Salt Vanilla are Marine Tides, Sandalwood. Love that, right? And then orange. Hi, Kayla. How are you? Good to see you. And then we're going to do 2 other fragrances. Okay. So Sunshine. There it went. Okay. Sorry. We're going to move the little lifeguard stand. Okay, Sunshine Breeze, Sunshine Breeze, Sheer Lily, Airy Clouds, and Vanilla Amber. Okay, another probably more perfumey type smell. And then our third fragrance is called Coconut and Cotton. So Coconut and Cotton has notes of vanilla, coconut, cotton, and herbal lavender. I'm actually going to blend a lot with this one today because it has that lavender fragrance. You found a new favorite? Royal Blue Citrus is, I bet that's wonderful. I bet that's wonderful. All right, so coconut and cotton. Vanilla, coconut, cotton, and herbal lavender. Those 3. Sea salt and vanilla, coconut and cotton, and this is Sunshine Breeze. I'm calling this one Out at Sea. So the base in all of these is vanilla, right? And I think what's so intriguing about all of this is that when I typically would have thought, before I started working in home fragrance, of vanilla, I would have instantly thought bakery. Right? I don't know about you guys, but that's exactly where my brain goes, is towards bakery. Whereas this fragrance is just going to be more of a fresher fragrance, right? So that's exactly, maybe a hair perfumey. So Out at Sea is what I'm calling this one. Fun fact, if you place an order, right, you have a very good chance of getting a bag in your package. So place an order today. Plus, you guys know I like to hear from you when you order. So if you do order, let me know in the comments. So we're going to start off, this is just equal parts. Here at Pink Zebra Home, our recommended use is 3 scoops of sprinkles for your simmer pot or simmering light. The reason that we suggest that is that it's how we test our product. So that's how we know that it works best. So at minimum, you're going to make sure that you're using at least 3 scoops. You just got your scent flirt. It's amazing. I know. We're talking about scent flirt up in here today. I told you. See, didn't I tell y'all? Remember we were talking about Scent Flirt, about how amazing it is and how it's definitely a must-have. Kara says, we use coconut and cotton as a signature scent for my daughter's wedding. Oh, wow. Okay, so I think I named this one kind of perfect. This is called Out at Sea. So this almost smells like good enough to use as like a body care. Like I said, this is more of a fresh vanilla. A lot of prettiness going on in here. There's some sandalwood, which is definitely a body care, self-care type product. So a kind of a fresher feel to this mix. So if you're, like I said, that vanilla, we're going to take it totally a couple different ways. Do you know if you carry pure lavender? Judy. So we used to have a couple different kinds of lavenders. We had a true lavender. That was probably about as spot on as you're going to get. We did have a lavender air care that came out. We have right now, we have Relaxed Lavender Vanilla. So, I mean, if you do a Google search on pinkzebrahome.com, Judy, you should be able to see the different kinds of lavenders. As far as a straight lavender, I don't know exactly off the top of my head what's available. So, all right. Hi, Adrian. How are you? Good to see everybody today. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. Definitely. Place an order today. Yes. To get in one of these bags. Out at Sea. I like this one a lot. Actually, I would use this. I would totally use this in my house. I've been melting a lot of citrus though lately. You know, we did that whole educational piece on orange and the benefits to using citrus and everything that you get from that. And hey, Carrie, how are you? Good to see you. I just feel like I've been using it a lot more, the citrus. And I have some recipes here. Fun fact about sea salt and vanilla. You have orange at the tail end of this. So this is another fragrance that mixes really gorgeous with citrus, the sea salt and vanilla. So if you're somebody that likes, citrus fragrances like this, I got a bag in my package today and I put some in my simmer pot. That's fun, Taryn. What fragrance did you get? Hi, Trisha. Welcome on in. I love it that you guys are all tuning in today. I got lots of recipes and fun stuff. We're going to talk about vanilla, and what vanilla does. I'm here to learn as a new consultant. Welcome. I am so happy that you're here. I love our consultants. I love it when y'all pop on. Hi, Tina. How are you today? Good to see you today. All right. So if you are a new consultant, what we're doing is you did Pink Pineapple and Endless Summer. Oh man, I bet that is good. Coastal Cotton Air Care Plus and Sea Salt and Vanilla is Chef's Kiss. I bet that would be good. Isn't it incredible to be able to make and blend your own fragrances though? You know, I tell you, if you are brand new to Pink Zebra, always hashtag newbie in the comments. I love to know if I'm talking to somebody that's never experienced our products before, because we have an incredible product that definitely everybody needs to experience. So I just want to know who I'm talking to. If that's you, drop me a comment down below that you are a newbie. It looks like I do have a couple newbies. Awesome. Welcome on in. Glad to have you today. This next one that I'm calling is Fresh Kitchen. And I think that you'll see why here in just a second. So I'm going to grab one of my favorites. This is a cinnamon spiced vanilla Air Care Plus. I want to say that when this first launched, I was a hair skeptical because I wasn't sure if I was going to, cinnamon sometimes I have an aversion to. It is beautiful. It is a very, very, very pretty fragrance. I needed to use it to experience it. Susan, we got two. We got two this weekend. It was expensive, but we did it. Cinnamon Spiced Vanilla Air Care. We have fresh ground cinnamon as our front note, followed by spiced vanilla and orange ginger. We're going to use a little bit of that. I think I'm going to blend in this gorgeous simmering light because I can't help myself. And then my second fragrance that I'm going to pull from is Creamsicle Dream. Now this fragrance, this is again your orange base. I forgot to mirror this on the TikTok. Hold on. I always forget that. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, so there you go. Creamsicle Dream, okay? Creamsicle Dream is my second one. So this has just got two different scents in it. This is for those of you that like maybe a hair of that citrusy, vanilla-y, cinnamon, type spice. I would say maybe spice scent for the kitchen. That's exactly what this is going to do. Benefit to using Air Care Plus. And the reason I did two fragrances with this is because I wanted to speak on that. So your Air Care Plus line is phenomenal. If you guys have ever used it before, you know how amazing it is. I love it, and I'll tell you why. Because it takes out odors that I don't want to smell. So, for example, last night we cooked Brussels sprouts. I love them. I'll never not eat them. They're amazing. However, I don't like my house to smell like them when I'm done. So I needed something to take out the air. So it eliminates the malodors. So the two of these together is what I'm mixing. I'm calling this just Fresh Kitchen. Fresh Kitchen. Very simple. This is going to give you kind of, like I said, kitchen spice vibes. A lot of times if you see like a certain fragrance in like a kitchen line, obviously we're going to have cinnamon in it, but orange is a very popular component too, because it reminds you of freshness. It's a fresh fragrance. So this would be a prime example of how you could utilize vanilla, but not in more of a body care manner, more of in like I said, a kitchen spice manner of her baking, right? Let's see here. Waiting on my kit. Pool party. Oh, those are some good ones. I didn't know if it would fall under new or ordered. That is really good. I love that one. So this, I think I might have got a sprinkle up my nose. Oops. Smells so good. I just blended in this dish here. All right, so I did equal parts. The reason I wanted to do, like I said, 2 is because anytime you do a bag, if you're going to do a blend with Air Care Plus and you want it to utilize it the way that it's intended, which would be the odor eliminating, you want to make sure you do equal parts. So with this one, I did 6. I'm going to do 6 and 6. Right? Hi, Paul. How are you? Air Care is amazing. Rhonda, what fragrance is your favorite? We have so many different fragrances out there. I have been using the Kiwi Air Care Plus in the kitchen line. I don't think it's available right now, but I do love that one. What do I recommend for new users with pets? The wax worries me. All right, so you know what? Awesome, Kayla. Kayla said she placed an order. I love it. Let me see if I can see you. So you know what? Okay, so best part about our product, I love it that you're brand new, is that our products are all safe, right? So here at my house, so not here, but at my house, we have 2 English bulldogs. I've been using Pink Zebra for almost 12 years, and my dogs have no issues. Okay, so I want you just to know that if you're watching and you're curious, right? As far as when you say you're nervous, is it because you're nervous that they will knock it over? Or are you nervous that they would have a reaction? Maybe clarify for me, and then I could maybe recommend some fragrances. 3 English bulldogs. Oh my gosh, Tracy, that's awesome. That is so awesome. All right, let's see here. All right. If you guys do, if you do end up placing an order, like I said, make sure that you let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I could do as far as giveaways today. I do like to do giveaways and such. So if you place an order, I like to do giveaways for bags. I have cats, so I worry that they will make a mess. Okay. So I don't have cats in my house. But I do know that our product is safe for cats. Anyone that is watching have cats on the TikTok platform. I don't have any sneaks, Chris. I'm all out of fresh sneaks. All right, let's see here. I want to make sure I'm not. Rhonda says she likes the kiwi. My daughter over on Facebook, Susan, says she likes the cinnamon spice vanilla. She works for family services and uses the spray in the office to eliminate odors. I understand that. Former social worker here, Susan. I get it. Cindy says she likes cedar and cypress. Lots of what's in Dreamsicle Dream, Creamsicle Dream, Victoria. Orange Burst, sweet cream, and vanilla. Definitely good stuff. Okay. It looks like they're saying over on TikTok that maybe a diffuser would be a little bit better, a wall hug. Okay. Instead of dealing with the wax. I have the cats and I use the accent shades and the warmers with the lid. All right. So I think as far as you're concerned on if it's going to bother them, there's nothing chemical wise. This is all safe. However, I think that you need to know your pets. Cats, they kind of have a mind of their own a little bit. So with cats, I think if you have a cat that likes to be up and is curious and has a tendency to knock things over, if that's what you mean, then maybe we would want to explore another route. Let me ask you this. Accent shades, yes, so helpful with cats. But how are you fragrancing your home now? I think that's $1 million question, that everybody, I know I got a lot of people that are going to say, Pink Zebra. But if you have a different way, I think that, the beautiful thing about Pink Zebra is that we have the ability to fragrance your home in multiple different ways. So for example, what I have in my hand here is Beach Soul. Okay. So Beach Soul actually is a room spray. So we have room sprays. We have diffuser oils. So they were talking about using diffusers. We have different kinds of diffusers and such. My favorite is the wall hug. So that would be a recommendation. Lots of good stuff. Yes. Awesome. Good, Tracy. I love to hear that. Definitely. Alrighty. Let's see. My son has 3 cats and they have no issues. Yeah. I think you just have to kind of know your pets. I giggle because our pets do nothing. We have bulldogs, English bulldogs, and they are the laziest breed that you'll ever meet. We love them so much, but they are lazy. They're very lazy. Very, very lazy. Like they're working, they're probably at this time of the day, they're probably working on their 10th nap. They occasionally get up to go to the bathroom. That's about it. And to eat. So, they don't knock anything over or anything like that. But I think too, that's right. PZ is the only way. That is exactly right. I think too, though, that there is something to be said, though, about being able to use a product, especially with an animal like dogs, especially our English bulldogs, are known for having like skin sensitivities, the breed is, but issues, with fragrance in general. I have no issues. I've never had any issues with my dogs and utilizing. I use all kinds of Pink Zebra. I have the room sprays, I have the oils, I have the dish soap. I even have body care line because I swear by that too. Hi, Franny, I see you. What's happening? So, I mean, there's a lot to be said, though, about using a product that is safe for pets. That being said, you do need to figure out what way. We can fragrance your home and your space any way you want. Works for you, right? All right, so this mix that I'm giving you now is called Salty Orange Tides. Lots of fun here. So what I have in front of me is phenomenal. Okay, this is Buttercream Bloom. So your fragrance notes in this are vanilla, jasmine, and peach. That's this one right here, okay? Then I pulled in some sea salt vanilla. Remember earlier I said it has orange in it, so we're gonna pair up this vanilla scent with some orange. Marine Tide, sandalwood, and orange. And then we have Creamsicle Dream, which is your basically orange and vanilla. So I'm mixing all three of these together, and this is called Salty Orange Tides, the three of these. Can I ask, let's see here, what is in Beach Soul? Of course you can. Of course you can. Your dog ate some sprinkles? Okay. The Kitchen and Relax line. Oh my goodness. Kitchen and Relax lavender is, yes, it is really good. Here's your notes, fragrance notes in Beach Soul. Freesia, Warm Sugar, and Amber Haze. Okay. Gorgeous fragrance, by the way. Definitely get in on that. Love, love, love that one so much. Love it, love it. So Salty Orange Tides, definitely one of those that smells amazing. It does give you peace of mind. I don't know that my dogs, I know my children have ate them before. My kids have actually ate them. Yes, okay, I'm making sure I'm not missing. Beach Soul is on your number one. It is so good, isn't it? Endless Summer. All right, speaking of which, last week I talked you guys' arm off about Endless Summer. Who got that in their order this last week? Who ordered that? Because I know a lot of you had to have, because I went crazy for that one. This is pretty fun. I like this. If you are just tuning in, today I've been talking about vanilla. I'm going to give you guys one more recipe, and then I'm going to give you some more fun facts about vanilla and different ways that we can blend it. Jill said I did. Yes, it's good. Okay. Lots of ways that you can blend this fragrance. So, so good. Somebody was just asking me about lavender. This is a perfect recipe that I'm going to give you right now with lavender. So lots of love for this. I think I will say that having dogs, the room spray, I feel like because it's so concentrated and it lasts for so long, it's perfect because sometimes you just need to refresh the room. I have an oil diffuser that is kind of in the living room, and then my dogs don't ever leave the living room unless they come into the kitchen to eat. So that's where they're primarily at. And then I use the room spray a lot, especially if they need a bath or something like that. So this next fragrance is Take the Day Off is what I'm calling it. Vanilla Sage and then Relax Lavender Vanilla. All right, so Vanilla Sage, let's see. All right, I believe Vanilla Sage, some of you might have it. It might not be available on the website, but I wanted you to kind of see how versatile vanilla fragrances could be and so forth. You travel with the room spray. See, that's excellent. Definitely. Yes. Yes. Shelly loves Endless Summer. See, I didn't steer you guys wrong. It's that good, isn't it? I love it. I definitely love it. All right, Vanilla Sage. Your notes are frosted sage, pine, white lavender, and vanilla cream. Okay, and then I pulled out the infamous part of our signature line, Relax Lavender Vanilla. Notes of lavender blossom, creamy vanilla, and white woods. Friends, this is like the prettiest lavender. This is a gorgeous blend. It is like relaxation. Here at Pink Zebra Home, if you're curious, we have 2 different ways that you can purchase our sprinkles, and that's exactly what I'm blending right now. These are sprinkles, okay, in case I have anyone that's brand new. This is called a carton. There's 4 bags to a carton. Always purchase it in a carton. If you fall in love with the fragrance, you guys know, because you get the most for your money. And I want you to get the most for your money. So this is going to be taking vanilla, right, to more of a spa way. And you're like, it's kind of intriguing how you can do that. And this next recipe is even more so off the charts. I have to do a carton. I go through a bag quick. Yeah, I know, right? I do too. I'm always changing out. It's definitely, my daughter loves the lavender, but it's too strong for me. You know what, Nikki? The best part about lavender is that, you can tone it down. This would be a great way to do so, would be to use a fragrance such as this. Lavender mixes beautifully with all different things. We did a whole fragrance. That was our first week that we did on lavender. So you got your bag, and I love it. Oh, good. Lisa, what bag did you get, out of curiosity? This takes me 100% to the spa. That's exactly where I'm going with this. And I think that's what's so, like I said, it's so intriguing. Lavender was one that you could take multiple different ways. Vanilla is definitely a fragrance, though, that has multiple ways to utilize and multiple ways to mix. That's really pretty. This has got like total spa vibes right here. So, all right. I'm going to give you some more fun facts on lavender. Keep those questions coming if you are Sweet Serenity. Oh, that was a pretty one. I did that one last week. I remember. Yes. Mix relaxed lavender vanilla with the air care. Yeah. Okay, that's a great way. That's a great suggestion. Marie said over on Facebook that she mixes in relaxed lavender vanilla and air care plus to kind of tone it down. So if you're thinking that that's maybe, if it's too strong, that's always the way to do it. Mixing sprinkles is not a whole lot different than mixing and baking. If I feel like something is too intense, all I have to do is just add a little bit of something else and it tones it down. It's kind of awesome like that. So, all right. Let's see here. Let's talk a little bit more about vanilla. All right. So, obviously, comfort and warmth. Vanilla is one of those fragrances. You got the volcano, Darylyn. That's a good one. That was a really good one. Vanilla is nostalgic. You smell it, and typically most people recognize it. It's not, that's a very common fragrance. Lots of comfort and warmth with vanilla, okay? It's often associated with nostalgic home baking fragrances. It's a mood booster, right? So instant mood booster. So we've done a lot of that. Actually, a lot of these fragrances that we have talked about have been instant mood boosters. So definitely. Aromatherapy use, you have helps with restlessness and sleeplessness. I think this is one of those that you put a little bit of this on your pillow at nighttime if it's in an oil format, and it's going to help you sleep, right? Definitely. I like this a lot. Listen to this. Okay, this is for you ladies. The chemical compound vanillin, right, which is your primary component of vanilla, is also found in breast milk, which may explain its naturally soothing effect. How about that? Does that not make sense? I think that's pretty amazing, really. Definitely. I found out cartons are a better buy. Yes. Definitely they are. All right. And then here's your fun travel tip. Use your vanilla scented room spray or travel size oil on your hotel pillow to calm your nerves and help you sleep better whenever you're away from home. Common blends too. All right, we're going to do this today and then a little bit tomorrow when we talk about that vault show, because you guys know that I'm going to talk about it because it's coming on Thursday because I'm really excited for it. Who's excited for the vault show? Me. I always am. All right, vanilla blends with coconut. That's gorgeous, by the way. Amber, it's going to give it a little more of a sultry fragrance, like feminine fragrance. Citrus for brighter, definitely more kitchen type fragrances. And then of course, spices. Cardamom is another good one. Cinnamon, of course. Vanilla is the most universally liked scent across age groups and cultures, making it a staple scent for gifting and travel companions. In case you're needing a gift, buy them something that smells like vanilla because it's obviously a winner. All right. How about that for some fun facts? Isn't that good? So many benefits. Hi, Jody. How are you? So if you are a lover of vanilla, what is your preferred way to mix it? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know, what do you guys like to mix with vanilla? You love Endless Summer. Yeah, I know, that's a good one. What do you like to mix with it? Thank you for the sword. That's kind of fun. All right, we're gonna take it. This is gonna be a really good recipe. All right, we're gonna make what's called warm vanilla crumble. Oh boy. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna take it more of a bakery route right now. Okay, so when I started digging around and looking at the different fragrances that we had that were in the line that had vanilla in them, some of them I was a little blown away with, just because I wouldn't have expected it. You know, obviously all the fragrance notes are on the top, but I just can't remember all that off the top of my head. But when I started digging, thinking about what we were going to talk about this week and the fragrances that we were going to rope in, I was really kind of surprised with how many we had. Funfetti cake batter, first fragrance, right? So obviously I like bakery fragrances. This is definitely going to be a kitchen blend. All right, so we have whipped vanilla. There's your vanilla. So this is prime bakery vanilla. Sugar with creamy frosting. Yum. Okay. First fragrance. Second fragrance, cinnamon spiced vanilla air care plus. You have notes of fresh ground cinnamon, spiced vanilla, and orange ginger. All right, that's your air care line. And then follow it up with blueberry waffles. This was the one that I was surprised with, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it had fragrance notes of, obviously it's going to have waffles is on the front note, vanilla sugar, okay, followed up with some blueberries. All right, so we're going to blend all three of these together, and I am calling this warm vanilla crumble. Definitely a great recipe. If you're somebody that likes bakery, this is going to be for you. Definitely lots of love for this one. You could name it warm berry vanilla crumble if you wanted to throw in the berry. I just named it warm vanilla crumble. I love this cinnamon spice vanilla. I just thought it would be a nice blend together. I actually haven't blended this one. Blueberry waffles is really good. I'm with you, Kim. So good. And all of these this is going to be a strong blend. So if you're somebody, it actually matches me today, doesn't it? I'm all about the blue. If you're somebody that loves a blueberry waffles and pink pineapple, yeah, pink waffles, that's a really good blend. Yeah, that makes me hungry. Isn't it interesting? You're going to notice too that the different ways that we melt vanilla, the different ways that you utilize vanilla, obviously if it's more of in a bakery manner like this one is, it's going to do that to you. It's going to, one way you're going to think, okay, I want to put this on my body as a perfume. And then another way you're going to be like, I want to eat it. That's why it's definitely one of those fragrances that it can go so many different ways and such. So, ready for fall and winter? Oh yes, me too. Yeah, that's really pretty. I want to keep this one. This one smells really good. All right, somebody's going to get this in their package. Again, if you do place an order, you have a good chance of getting one of these bags today. So definitely, this is called warm vanilla crumble. This is definitely a must make. Make this. It's delicious. Delicious. Very, 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 very good. All right, let me make sure. I got to get a drink of water. How's everybody doing? Funfetti cake batter does, because it is literally smells just like cake. It smells so good. Hi from New Mexico. Good to see you today. Good to see you. All right. This, in the simmering light, this is Creamsicle Dream mixed in with a little bit of cinnamon spice vanilla air care plus. So kind of like a kitchen spice smell. Really, really pretty. Definitely a fun way that you can take it. All right. A lot of love for this. My son took the cinnamon vanilla air care plus. Oh, yes, definitely, Wendy. I understand that. Yeah. I get it. The best part about taking that air care plus is because it is an odor eliminator, right? So anytime that you want to, eliminate, odors that you don't want to smell, that cinnamon spice vanilla is perfect for that. Definitely. Hi, Ted. How are you today? It's good to see you. Hi. Okay. So this next blend, I'm calling this Coconuts and Comfort, Please. So this is more, again, of a fresher vanilla blend, something that obviously has coconut. It's going to give us that, even a little bit of a body care vibe. But I'm calling this Coconuts and Comfort. Sunshine Breeze has notes of lily, airy clouds, and vanilla amber, which is obviously amber. We talk about that quite a bit, is something that you utilize on your skin. A lot of perfumes have it. Even vanilla is in a lot of perfumes, very popular. And then I'm going to throw in a little bit of coconut and cotton. Vanilla, coconut, cotton, and herbal lavender. So the two of these combined, this is just a 2 fragrance recipe. I'm calling Coconuts and Comfort. Okay, or yeah, Coconuts and Comfort, please. Definitely. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Good to see you today. Definitely a good one. So this is, I did make this one before I hopped on here. So I'm well aware, only because I wanted it so bad to make it just to smell it, because I knew it would smell pretty good. So, yeah, right up my alley. Anytime I can mix in some coconut and vanilla, it's always a good one, a good mix to do. Definitely probably pretty appropriate for this time of year too, if you're like somebody that likes seasonal blends. Hi, hey Karen, how are you? Which is me. Hi Tammy. Do I change my warmers at home every day? Kayla, I usually do about every other day for me, because I like them to be strong. I do feel like I change them kind of aggressively. I wouldn't have to change them that often. But yes, about every other, sometimes every, even a little bit longer. If I don't remember, just kind of depends. My wall hugs, I change out them about once a week. So they're, does definitely lasts a long time. What's nice about the wall hugs too, is that if you purchase a wall hug, and then you're going to know. But I actually have one right here. This is a wall hug here, and I'm obsessed with this product. What I feel is so awesome about them is that when the wax sprinkles are starting to fade, the fragrance in them is fading, this picks up the slack. So I have like 6 of these around my house, and I just feel, it's got pink pineapple in it. It smells so good. I'm going to shut that off. I just feel like they really are like a powerhouse. So if you haven't seen these before and you don't have one, I want to tell you right now to go buy one. They're amazing. So you're going to utilize your diffuser oil in here. You fill it up to where it's embossed. And then it's going to heat it with, you've got your little gray hot plate behind. It actually has a night light that is with it as well. So, and then the actual plug can turn so it fits any outlet. So those are really, really great for those of you that like, I change mine out once a week. Definitely. Just depends on the person. So lots of good stuff in here. Yes, Simpler should be shipping out this week. So a lot of you should be getting that. It's definitely exciting. I can't wait to hear from you. When you get it, you're going to know, I told you. You're going to be like, Beth told me that it was really good. It is really good. A lot of people said they've already received it too, which is fun. So definitely lots of good stuff coming. All right, we're going to do warm vanilla cotton. Now, I pulled one fragrance out that I didn't have a ton left. So I think I'm only going to use this Driftwood Coconut. It has notes of amber vanilla. So that's my first fragrance. Coconut milk, amber vanilla, and warm driftwood are your fragrance notes. And then we're going to mix in a little bit of that coconut and cotton. You want the bubble light? I know. Isn't it beautiful? So, so pretty. Coconut and cotton. And then I'm going to pull out some Relax. This one was intriguing to me, to be honest with you, because I feel like I wanted to pull the lavender from both the coconut and cotton and the Relax. Also tie in the vanilla. So this is roping in everything today. Yes, it did. Simpler started shipping out today, Missy. Yep, you got it. All right, Relax Lavender Vanilla. So we have Relax Lavender Vanilla, and then some coconut and cotton, and then some driftwood coconut. This is called Warm Vanilla Cotton. You love Simpler? Good. Good. I love it that you guys are loving it. Definitely. I was against the oil and then I won some. Yeah, I know. And I'll tell you what, Simpler is one of those programs and that's our monthly subscription is what we're talking about. Hi, Jackie. If you're not a part of it, I'd encourage you to do so, because you do get to experience all these different products that you may not have purchased before. Exclusive formats. After you've been a part of it for 6 months, then you have access to a 5% discount on all fragrance products. It's definitely a no-brainer. I get really excited when it comes to, because this is really pretty, by the way. Warm Vanilla Cotton. Yum. Driftwood Coconut and cotton and Relax. Occasionally, I catch myself off guard. Well, hello, Tyler Hanner. How are you today? Hello, my fellow. So 3 different fragrances here. Again, pulling the coconut, pulling the vanilla, pulling it all in together. Definitely lots of good stuff. That's a really pretty fragrance. So warm vanilla cotton. Love it. You love Scent Flirt, Marie? Yes. I can't see her here, so you're going to try to fix it. Kelly, jump over to another platform. If you go over to pinkzebrahome.com, Kellyanne, you should be able to watch me and shop right along the same time. Are these blends in the Scent Flirt subscription? No, ma'am. So the blends that I'm making, basically what I'm doing is I'm doing an education week. And we have been doing this now. I think this is week 5 on a fragrance focus. The fragrance focus is vanilla and the many ways and the many benefits in using it. Yeah, you bet. So so that's exactly what I'm doing here is I'm just giving you guys different ways to utilize vanilla and so forth. It's just kind of fun. It's definitely, hold tight just a second. It's definitely a great way to get education on what it is that vanilla does. We did lavender, we did coconut, we did orange. When you purchase a fragrance though that has these elements in it, like such as lavender, we learned a lot. Lavender obviously is very relaxing, but it has different ways and different benefits. Vanilla is another one of those that also is very beneficial and so forth. I really like it that the what was the fun fact? Vanilla beans are grown in long pods and they must be hand pollinated and cured. Very labor intensive. Very, very labor intensive. Another one that is labor intensive would be cotton. Definitely another one example. Rose, we're going to probably talk about rose. Rose is another one of those fragrances that is extremely expensive. If you were around last week, we talked about, why am I drawing a blank? What did we talk about last week? Jasmine. Jasmine's one of the most thank you. One of the most expensive diffuser or expensive oils. It's very, it's found in a lot of, I'm fairly new. Awesome. Well, welcome on in. That's wonderful to have you. Jasmine is very expensive, right? So as we're digging into this like fragrance focus, we're finding out fun facts about why do we purchase these products and what do they do for us beyond just smelling good, the benefit of it. And so it's just been kind of fun. I loved finding out that coconuts could float for miles. So it's like I could be out on the ocean and I could have a coconut. You were excited to get a bag? Oh, that's exciting. You were thinking about blending the 3 that, yeah. Do some blending with those. There's no right or wrong with that. That's simpler. That's why it's beneficial to have it. Ooh, this next one I'm calling, this is fun. This is a different one. I like this one. It's beneficial to get it because then, it kind of pulls you out of your comfort zone. I know my mom is an avid Scent Flirt person, has been from the very, very beginning. And she said there's so many times when she's received things in Scent Flirt where she may not have purchased it. It may have been something that's completely out of her comfort zone. That's what we want, right? We want to pull you out of your comfort zone. Give it, a chance to try some stuff. The body wash. All right, let's just take a moment of silence for this. This is incredible. All right. The Beach Club body wash was in last month's Scent Flirt. And look at how big it is. Look at how big it is. I love it. I love it so much. It smells so good. All right. So you got that as one of your products, right? It's just definitely, in case we get stranded in the ocean. Yeah. Yolanda, you never know. A coconut could float by. Coconut trees can be really, really old. See, I'm learning all the things as I'm educating and we're educating each other. Amarillo Sky. That's very appropriate because I live in Texas now, so that's where you got your name. Luxe Comfort, Countryside Comfort, Fireside Vanilla. So this is going to be a very sexy fragrance for those of you that like sexy and sultry and a little bit of amber, a little bit of sandalwood. I could do Amarillo by morning. Yeah. Instead, we're calling this Amarillo Sky. All right. So, yes, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to get stranded in the ocean, but in case we needed to, we just know that coconuts float by. But it's been kind of fun. I think that there's a reason beyond the scent. So, if you're a purchasing customer and you're like, I want something that is that doesn't trigger my migraines. Well, typically all of our fragrances are headache friendly, but there might be something that is known to not do that. Then, we're going to do a little bit more. Luxe Comfort is the GOAT. You guys are great. I love it. Yeah, I would have to agree. It smells pretty good. Woo wee. Oh, all right. Yeah. This is happiness in a bag right here. This is everything that I said. Sultry. This is sultry and sexy and romantic. I wouldn't call it feminine. I would call it just like a nice comfort smell. And this is an excellent example of taking vanilla and doing something completely different. Not making it flowery, not making it kitcheny, making it, like I said, kind of sexy, right? Like fragrances, definitely. You're a Texas girl. Ah, love it. Yes. Let's see. You're waiting on the body wash. I have to know when you get it. I need to know. You know what? I tell you what. Do yourself a favor today. And if you're not a part of Scent Flirt, for the simple fact that you missed out on the body wash, I'm just saying that there might be some good things coming down the pipeline in Scent Flirt. They don't typically tell me all of that because then I would tell you guys. But I will tell you, I mean, I probably could find out, but I will tell you that it's really good. And the one that we just got, you need Beach Club and Sprinkles. Send it into ideas and feedback, Kayla. Definitely. The one we just got was really, really good. Okay? Definitely really, really good. A lot of love for that one. But look at this. Okay? So I was just talking about how fantastic Endless Summer is. Endless Summer launched in a hydrating body lotion spray for Scent Flirt members. And this is like, in my opinion, this is chef's kiss, right? I've been using, I can't get enough of this. Do you guys love this stuff? Here I am just spraying my arms. I love how easy it is to use. If you add this, do yourself a favor and add this. Vanilla Rose is still on that website. What's in this one? This one is good, Jen. This is Luxe Comfort, Fireside Vanilla, and Countryside Comfort. Yes, all of the things. But then I went off a tangent and I started talking about this. Definitely make it. Then we had Tropical Passion. And then somebody was asking me about Beach Soul. So, Scent Flirt exclusives. So you have the ability to purchase the exclusives, all of the good stuff. Definitely a must. All right. Nobody told me what they like to blend with vanilla. You guys aren't sharing your secrets. Let's see here. All right. Making sure I don't miss any comments. All right. Definitely good stuff. All right. So this next one's kind of fun. I like it anyways. We're gonna, I'm calling this one, Push Pop. Okay. And I'm dating myself a little bit. I know that I'm pretty sure they still make these. However, this was a staple in our house as a kid. The orange Push Pop, right? It's, wrapped in cardboard. It's basically orange dreamsicle ice cream, orange ice cream. And so that is what I'm calling this. It's got an orange and vanilla base. Push Pop, buttercream bloom, notes of vanilla, jasmine, and peach. Okay, we're going to mix in a little bit of creamsicle dream. And then some amaretto cream, creamy vanilla, golden amaretto, and cherry almond. Amaretto cream is definitely, I think we're going to do a lot more blends with this one tomorrow and talk about how we can take this one very bakery. And then we're going to talk about that vault show because you guys know I will. So this is a 3 fragrance blend. Lots of love for this one. It's going to be amazing. If you like vanilla, if you like orange, if you like things that are a little bit sweet, this is going to be one of those fragrances. Hold tight. I got to move a puzzle piece. Hold on. Okay. All right. Making sure I don't miss out. All righty. Let's see here. You missed one of the fragrances in Amaretto. Okay. I'll tell you. Amarillo Sky I just made. How did I lose it already? Okay, sorry. Amarillo Sky, Luxe Comfort, Countryside Comfort, and Fireside Vanilla. Luxe Comfort, Fireside Vanilla, and Countryside Comfort. All right, so last blend that I have for you guys, this is called Push Pop. Again, this is going to be super sweet. So if you like sweet, this is going to be right up your alley. But again, orange vanilla. You just definitely tried some Luxe Comfort you're going to love, Geraldine. It's so nice. Definitely a good one. Okay. This is the winner of the day. I saved the best for last, friends. Oh my gosh. Push Pop. Do yourself a favor and order all this. This is like summer in a bag. You know what's so fun about this one? I think we could make another one just like this. And I'm just thinking of all the there's another fragrance that I think would be really fun in here. It would take away from the orange and the vanilla, Pink pineapple, I think, would be really, really good in here. But this is definitely a winner. Yes, hands down, Push Pop is the winner of the day. Amaretto cream, buttercream bloom, and creamsicle dream. Yummy. This is like summer in a bag. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Amaretto cream, creamsicle dream, and buttercream bloom. This is like everything. Like I said, this is like pure summer. You need a Push Pop and a salty orange chives. Yeah. Go make it, girl. Go get it some. Get some so you can do it. Definitely good. Yeah, Simply Lemon and Fireside Vanilla. That's so fun. Definitely lots of fun. Alrighty. So lots of good stuff today. I had a lot of recipes that I gave you all. Hopefully you guys got them. If there's any of them that you want me to read off again, I'm happy to do so, just so everybody gets them. I didn't do a board today. So I will have one of those, though, for you on Thursday because it's a vault show day. So have no fear. That is coming to a vault show near you, is that blending board filled with recipes and so forth. But I had some good ones today. Like I said, that Push Pop, though, that is the winner. All of these and then some are going to go in your packages. So if you guys place an order today, that warm vanilla crumble was pretty good, too. That had the blueberry waffles, cake batter, and spiced vanilla air care. Definitely lots of good stuff here. So what y'all think? You guys have any questions? I still have the set up in here. So if anyone wants to see anything from last Tuesday, I'm happy to go grab it. That's a really pretty one. Definitely good stuff. And then we'll have some more education on vanilla tomorrow. Thursday is the vault show. And then Friday, we'll be really diving into those fragrances. That's what we do on the day after the vault show. So lots of good stuff. Let me know always if you guys order anything. And then if you get it in, I always try to steer you in a direction I would want to be steered in, because everything smells really good. So I always want to, kind of tell you and so forth. Let's see here. Alrighty, and just making sure I'm not missing any questions. Okay, so today, that was our vanilla discussion, and then tomorrow, like I said, we'll be back talking a little bit more about vanilla and what it does, and then Thursday, we got the vault show. It's coming up. I can't wait. All right, friends, I'm going to hop off here so I can do some blending in your packages, so go place an order, and you'll get one of those, possibly. You never know, so...